Let's drill down now as to those differences. The EBU, for example, is saying, or seems to be saying to my ears, to its member public broadcasters, hold back a little on 4K stroke ultra high def, because we don't yet have higher dynamic range, we don't yet have those better pixels, which are so important. We don't have the wider color gamut, which is going to deliver the wow factor. And yet consumers are buying 4K displays at a rate in the three key European markets of the UK, Germany and France. In each of those markets, they're buying at more than 60,000 units a month. This kit is walking off the shelves. Consumers are prepared to pay high prices for, let's be candid about this, technology which is already being superseded. One might say. Ian, how do you see this evolving over the next months?
I think it's a very difficult situation because viewers are buying on the expectation that they're going to be able to get services, and that is a hope. Most people are watching ostensibly HD services up-resed to Ultra HD or 4K, whichever you want to use. There are very, very few services that are actually delivered to the home. You need to be in a metropolitan area with a very high bandwidth link to actually gain those services. Broadcasters break down into two camps. Those who want to associate themselves with UHD and 4K and will go early, and they will go with proprietary methods for high dynamic range, in some cases delivery. And there are other broadcasters who are taking a more measured approach and saying, we want to see the clear clutch of features come along so that there is a clear difference between HDR, ultra high definition and high definition. And there are two camps there.
And are those camps mostly split between the pay TV operators and the public broadcasters, or is that too general?
Oh, I think that's too general, because you can actually see a clear distinction between some broadcasters saying we will go with a proprietary approach, we will be prescriptive about which screen technologies we use, and there are others who are saying, well, the backwards compatibility issue with the screens is so significant that we have to wait until we've got the right feature set before we can actually advise our viewers to change over. But you're quite right, it is messy at the moment.
George, what sort of discussions are you having with your clients as to what to supply and how to supply this OTT content?
I think, first of all, marketing needs new things, and 4K is new thing, Ultra HD is new thing, and that's why people are buying these TVs, because they want something better. They want to invest in something better. If I was buying TV today, of course I would buy 4K TV, even if it is not complying with this future wide gamut something, but anyway. They are buying these TVs because TV makers want to sell these TVs, yes, to sell more, and we see this is happening. And I think I'm positive. I think this is good, because it will there will be demand for 4K services, and then later this year we will see supply for this. I think some pay TV operators will start broadcasting 4K. Wide gamut or not wide gamut, high frame rate or not high frame rate, high dynamic range or not, or whatever number of sound channels. Sound is like half of thing, it's very important. But anyway, people, consumers, they will get 4K broadcasting, and we already see this Netflix and Amazon 4K movies. Because there is demand.
Sure.
Our company, Carva, is making technologies for 4K delivery over the internet, over OTT, which is not easy. because internet is hard to get high bitrate delivery especially on long distances, and we have some special technologies we're making these 4 years.
What will the announcement next week? What will the demo show? What are you suggesting can be managed on circuits, on networks?
We will show this full, we call it full quality, 30 megabit of 4K, which is more than needed, maybe more than enough, because Netflix is doing 15, and they admit that this is not so bad, not good, but not so bad. Everyone understands that 15 is not good for Ultra HD. And we will have this demo of long-range delivery from Tbilisi to London of 30 megabit content live. So just received from satellite and transported through internet, through open internet. So we have this special technology called multi-pipe to do this. And so regarding your question, I think that this is all positive, and this demand, these millions of TVs already in homes will make broadcasters and OTT TV operators do the thing.
Johan, it's the same.
And this year.
It's the same. Yeah, this year. This is important. Johan, it's the same question for you, really. You're directly involved in delivering that signal.
Yeah. And I don't believe in long range. My business kind of is short range, so we put the content as close to the customer as possible. And
we invite you to our booth.
Yeah, we can see. So we actually also showing 4K on RTSP IPTV streaming with cloud DVR and so on now with connected TV. So I think this evolution with 4K and the TVs, even though they are immature from some perspectives, it's good for innovation. I think it also shows that while TV used to be a rather vertical integrated business, it is becoming more and more layered one. So the TVs out today are used for more than the traditional TV and so on.
Absolutely.
So it's not necessary so that everyone in the TV value chain needs to be agreed. The TV sets can be used for other stuff anyway, and I think that's very good.
And that's been the case for some time. But the risk now is that consumers there are more than 50 million 4K cameras out there in consumers' hands because of the smartphones. So content has always been shown on television, home-produced content, holiday content, wedding content, but it can now be captured in 4K, and it can look stunning. And it's also the natural cycle of the replacement of the TV set. So someone who bought into flat panel TVs 8 years ago, maybe 10 years ago, they're now more than ready to upgrade to a larger set. And yes, they want to be future-proofed, and we recognize that's not strictly true, but actually they are buying bigger sets. All the statistics show that.
So as a part of this industry, it's today I think the difference between a 4K and a non-4K TV set with the same performance and all other aspects is not that big. So most likely it might not be the 4K that makes people buy a new TV. It's rather that they buy a new TV to get the bigger size. And 4K they get by doing that.